It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
But can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Goetz, shall we?
For being the most wanted man in the realm, I'm not even covered up. Just walking around.
He must be around here somewhere.
Peaches, they're sweet as nectar.
Is this a euphemism? We'll just look around.
I'll take the large one.
There's Goetz.
An excellent choice, my lord.
I'll have a quick spin around first. Hold up. Anybody want to sell me goods? Well, you guys aren't being very good about the whole business.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Spices?
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
It's a bustling marketplace, but also feels very temporary.
Go and bother someone else, will you? I've got my trader's pass and I'll be leaving as soon as I'm able. If I stay here much longer, I'll end up no better off than those poor sods by the gates.
Remember when half the people coming through here were traders from the Empire?
Aye. Now not even our own want to stick around.
What is there to stick around for? There's no crystals here.
Let us through!
These people have got knives. Haha, I'm through! They don't even care. Alright, Goetz. What have you been fake stalling?
Oh, Goetz. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goetz. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone.
What?
We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Boklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way.
Oh?
Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
She's not here, though.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
The most important thing is the pass. The rest of your crap it doesn't matter.
Go to the Crimson Caravans and ask for the owner. It's the place with the red chocobo on the sign. Big red chocobo.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Stops next to the checkpoint.
People, it might have been that person over there with a trader's pass. Maybe she stole it from Goetz. Who even knows? Alright, lady, you better show up. I need your help. Right now.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the crystalline
10
Dominion.
million?
Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goetz, what are you doing back in Boklad?
Back.
I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goetz told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either.
We're attendants. We're Goetz' attendants.
Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goetz' pass, no doubt.
They're gonna fake them, but they're gonna bother stealing them?
Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and two birds shall be slain with a single stone.
You drive a hard bargain, lady.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion, Goetz?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
Oh, she's giving us her mark. Oh, Lord. Crimson collar. Ooh, kinky.
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
We can't. What is wrong with this realm? Everywhere we go, we have these little marks, these little cliques everywhere. We can't be normal and be like, hey, I know this person, you know them too. No, we have to be like, hey, flashes on my chest. Look at this mark I've got on my vest here. Oh, that kid that I just bumped into could have stolen something from me.
Come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Furniture maker.
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst!
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goetz.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
Of course. Let's pinball me elsewhere.
Have a word with the fishmonger back there by the gate. She's been looking into who the culprits might be.
I will. And everybody will see the collar on my
You
neck.
won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Like...
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags.
Families can't be dirty.
Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
Apparently after they steal the passes, they put fake names on them.
Right then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Oh.
The little scamps you'll see running around here might be naughty, but I don't see any of them being involved in this. Still, they might have heard something. Can't hurt to ask.
It's already fake. When they steal it and they put a new name on
You
it,
won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
I guess they do a really good job of putting a new name on it. Except, why not just make a brand new one at that point?
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me.
You're missing out.
What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Yes, tell them, pay me more, or I won't do it.
I picked a hole in my pocket once. Is that bad too?
No, it's just bad for yourself. Your pocket's ruined. That's all.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Honza?
He'll probably be by the tents. You won't hurt him, will you?
No, just beat the crap out of him. No worries. I'm lazy. What, that shortened my trip by like 10 seconds maybe? Still gonna take it.
Porter for hire. Best service.
That's that then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Honza!
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings.
He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
The name is wrong.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now.
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He's already gone, hurry up!
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Alright, kid. Hurry up and sit down.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
Wait till I catch you, child.
The chocobo pen's back there. I don't know if it's the same lad who stole from you, but that's where he was headed.
Aww. Oh.
Oh, shit. I'm cornered.
It's all right, Hansa. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goetz and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
Good. Saving us time. We don't gotta go find them.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait.
Oh, no.
Don't hurt him.
That was one-handed from Clive. This guy's weak.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goetz. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
Oh, Eloise's brother? Come on, look at the collar first before you attack. It's a brooch of a collar. Okay.
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gill and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
Let's go. I got places to be. I gotta get to the Dominion so that I can save the bearers and all that.
Oh, where is it?
I'm sorry.
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then.
Let's hurry up.
Hansa, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leitney's Cleft.
To Leitney's Cleft, then.
Leitney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
It looked like they were about to turn into Leitney's Cleft before they spotted me.
Maybe we'll run into the two guys again then, huh? Oh. Not that far. I thought you meant like over here! What? That's... we gotta walk that. Okay, then.
No, you better not have scared any of my birds.
I didn't scare your birds. I've got one of my own. I can't call Ambrosia here.
That's that, then.
I can't call Ambrosia here. No. We just gotta make the trek. For a main quest, especially coming off the back of the hey, let's find ship parts for mid. I think this is not the kind of main quest I was hoping for. It's more pinballing between NPCs.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own.
At least with the side quests, you can say, hey, there's side material, so, you know, don't get too mad at it. But this is just... it's main quest, you gotta do it. There's no way around it. Okay, that might have been a little bit...
But at least we know we're on the right track.
Sorry guys. Kinda started a dust storm here. Rook's Gambit. Oh, there's more people. Surprise, surprise. It's a crystal, huh? Their staff. Oh, so that's how the mages work. I never really clued in or really thought about it. They're mages because they have a crystal on a thing, pretty much. Oh no. When we're semi-priming, I think the combos are a little bit different. Oh yes, everybody. Oh, someone's gotten a boost. Hey. No, not the lightning. Over here.
Soldiers.
Fewer now.
Are there gonna be more? All the way back to the beginning of the cliff? Hey, maybe it's just those two guys! Those two side quest guys, they might be at the end of this. In which case, if we get a chance to kill them... Oh, it's not.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Theo is suddenly here.
Scum. The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Honestly, for as much as we semi-prime, people should know who we are. We do it way too often.
It's that guard from Boklad. Kill him! Kill them all!
Well, I didn't really get to activate the Rook's Gambit the right way. We can try Rook's Gambit on that swing. Oh, it's been a while. Without Gouge, though, the Gouge was a good one for the stagger. Yeah, the aerial blast isn't great for visibility either. Do I have time? Did I get it? I don't know. I tried to do the Rook's Gambit, but the timing might have been off. Ow. Oh, I missed Deadly Embrace so much. It's so nice to just do it. Which one was the leader? The big one? The small one? Doesn't matter. They're all gone.
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goetz's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Why do you want recognition from your own sister? Do that behind closed doors. I don't get into family drama. Does she not recognize you regularly?
Goetz's pass will be in here somewhere. It might take a while to find it, though. You should go back to Boklad and give my sister the good news.
Good idea. I will do that.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goetz's pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now? Sid.
You know.
Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape.
Oh.
If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
You're a magic user then.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor.
The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
Oh, another one. Crimson Compass from Theodore.
What is it?
El has friends in high places while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Seal joined. 2 emblems are joined together to form the collar and the compass.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goetz's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
Oh, that's too kind of you.
Try the caravan.
10% discount, not so bad. It was 10 million before, right? But we don't have enough star rubies for this. Trader's Pass. The raised letters upon this square of burnished bronze read, "By order of the Board of Delegates is the bearer of this token bestowed all rights and permissions merited a Dominion merchant." Ah, it's like etched in bronze. Wouldn't that be even harder to change the name on? Thunderstorm cooldown.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goetz.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Finally. Oh, there's side quests here.
Ah, Clive.
Hi. How are you?
Why, I am what you see.
The proprietress of the Crimson Caravans, the best known and best trusted porterage firm in Boklad. There are less expensive options, it's true, but customers choose us for 2 reasons. We're reliable and we don't ask questions. Our wagons stand ready to transport anything you might want moved discreetly, be that possessions you'd rather others didn't know about, or even people.
It can be a risky business.
But what we make from moving the former, we spend on improving our ability to transport the latter. You might even consider us competitors of the infamous Sid the Outlaw, had he and I not reached an agreement. Tell me more about the Boklad markets?
This being a border town,
merchants often stop on their way to the Crystalline Dominion to carry out any final business in the Republic. And the locals are only too pleased to oblige by weighing their wagons down with local specialties before they leave, and lightening their purses in the process. But what if a visitor doesn't have a wagon of their own? Why, then it falls to porters like ourselves to provide one.
Or at least, it did.
Lately, most passers-through journey to the Dominion in search of a safe haven, rather than a tidy profit. And who can blame them? Some things are more important than commerce after all. Like your own life. The kids.
Don't worry about Hansa and the others.
They will be safe with us. But there will be many more little ones abandoned at the gates, and they too may turn to crime in their desperation to survive. Especially if the Caststones or some other ill-intentioned element decide to give them no choice in the matter. It's up to those of us who care to see that that doesn't happen.
Safe travels.
I'm curious about your brother. A bearer with no mark. I guess he has to be really careful not to accidentally use magic then.
And how might the Crimson Caravan serve you today?
How are you? If my sister is the smiling face of the Crimson Caravans, then I am the scowl. She brings in the customers, I scare off those who'd prey on them.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Eloise did always have a talent for business. I prefer working with my hands, or rather, my fists. And there are plenty of bandits and beasts out there to keep me busy.
All the better.
The Crimson Caravans has a reputation to uphold, and I need to keep my skills well honed. Tell me about the checkpoint. Half the wagons that come through Boklad nowadays are full of people fleeing for the Dominion, and half of them go no further than the gate, where their cries soon blend in with all the others. Let us through! We can't live without magic! They'll give us new crystals in Twinside!
Fools, the lot of them.
If they love magic so much, they should have tried being born a bearer. Caststones.
Criminals and cowards.
Who bullied the desperate and the dispossessed into doing their bidding. And all so they could keep their own hands clean. It's no wonder it took me a while to track them down. If it hadn't been for you and Jill, I might have never found them, still less brought them to justice.
So thank you.
I'd offer you a share in the spoils, if it didn't all belong to other people. It's fine.
You're always welcome at the caravan.
I just wanted the pass. This whole long thing because we wanted the pass. Oh my... Okay. You know, we're doing a... What do you call it? Like quest... Side quest, main quest, completionist run, I would say. Yeah, usually I will do it. I don't like that. Like, why would I do it and complain about it, right? I don't like that. So I try not to. But I think having done mid stuff and then having a whole bunch of side quests there, and then having done this part, which honestly wasn't exactly thrilling, and then having to do side quests again, I am a little bit displeased.
Our new arrivals had brought any coin with them.
The Wheel in the Crescent invites all traders and travelers, weary of foot, parched of throat, and light of belly to rest a while within our premises. No bearers in the snug.
We'd be rich.
Now I just need to see about getting the word out to everyone. I want to know right away.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Goetz 66, no less. Goetz Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
You're gonna have to give me a lot. Okay, the reputation, you know what? I'll take it.
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you. You won't need to go far. All three of them should be right here in the market. There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. Three of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
I guess every game company is different, but I would imagine, okay, when they set out to make a mainline Final Fantasy game, that it has to be a certain amount of play hours. And maybe that's why we're seeing these kind of side quests here.
There are plenty of hard-working folk here in Boklad, but my three friends deserve a tipple more than most. You let them know there's a cup of fine wine waiting for them when they're ready.
This guy won't even offer me a cup. How rude. But yeah, like, it can't just all be main quests, because that would be too linear. Which, I mean, this hasn't even been that open world so far. I don't know.
Hurry, man. I must leave.
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Goetz 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Bugger me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sambrek.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route at the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know. Most men would keep a fine vintage like a Goetz 66 to themselves. But not our innkeeper. He's a true gent, that one.
Yeah, but he won't give me any. We have to go into the market area for those two, but I'm gonna start these ones first on the off chance we also have to go to that area.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Depends.
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
Get $800 for this. And the 30 reputation, which is good.
Whatever left poor Joseph Grey didn't leave him jaded. kind-hearted man like him doesn't deserve to meet his end, chasing thieves.
I'll go here first.
Porter for hire. The best service.
Pardon me, but would you... That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city. And I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts said to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
Okay.
My arms are yours.
Wonderful. Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly, there is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Well, good luck with your ne'er-do-wells.
Good thing the Mothercrystals just gonna lay around. We can use this time to think about how we're actually gonna approach it, because that one's gonna be guarded.
Better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
24/7.
I'm cheap. Peaches and pears.
I... Just thinking about... if we're gonna be going to Sanbreque, chances are we're gonna run into Dion. Dion, he's been pretty displeased about everything that's happened so far, but he definitely strikes me as someone who would defend the nation, even if displeased. Like the arguments and stuff, that's internal, but external, he's still gonna fight the enemy.
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Boklad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from Sanbreque, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years ago. Anyway, thanks for the good news. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shut up shop early. Wouldn't want to keep our friend waiting. I've been keeping a cut of something special by for just such an occasion.
Okay, don't invite me then, why don't you?
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Tight-fisted.
Oh, it's so tempting to just cross.
Remember when half the people...
Oh, it's you! The guard!
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but we've got our orders. No papers, no passage. Plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish enough to try and force their way through. And when they do, well, things can get nasty. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Yes! He should have offered.
There's nothing like a good drink to drown your sorrows. No one knows sorrow like us gate guards.
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right, I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Goetz 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Goetz 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside.
A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the free pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
I'm still not invited. It's like mahjong. They only got a table for 4. And it doesn't include me. Whatever then. Whatever. Bearer of good news. I'm used to people treating bearers like crap, as always. Okie dokie. Asking about... Which one do we got? We got someone that's asking about a missing sellsword. And then the other guy just sort of ran off.
Hurry,
so we'll see him when we see him.
That's that then.
Who wants to get asked about?
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going.
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through here? Grey hair.
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Don't blame her. Random guy coming up to you asking for stuff. That's fine. Yeah, they're all going down here.
Boklad.
It's just 50 yards, but I still gotta... What?
Why am I not surprised?
Oh, what now?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
Just hurry up and get rid of them. This might be a little bit overkill. Oh, that made for a beautiful finish though. Wallpaper-esque.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe.
Airships.
Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckyan history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He is right though, that is interesting, huh? We try to find fallen ruins to live in because...
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
Because it's indestructible, but then whatever happened here sliced clean through it. This crater is not normal. I wonder where the water goes, because the water level's not rising, it's constant, right? So it's gotta be going somewhere. Anything we can read? Haven't read in a while, break up the monotony a little bit. Eloise. Owner of the Crimson Caravans, a highly esteemed porterage firm in Boklad. After her younger brother Theodore awakened as a bearer, she helped him to flee from their family home and built a new life, far from those who would see him consigned to slavery. So did she go against her parents then? Wow. Theodore. Porter and guard for the Crimson Caravans, the porterage firm that he runs with his beloved sister Eloise. Many beasts and bandits have eyed his company's caravans, but to date, he has cut them all down. Theodore is also a bearer, but was spared the brand after awakening late and being spirited from his family home by his sister. An act of kindness and self-sacrifice for which he is forever grateful. He came into it late. The whole bearer stuff. Crimson Caravans, the most prestigious portering company in the market town of Boklad. Led by Theodore and Eloise, for a small fee they will move anything that needs moving, and if the cargo happens to be bearers, they will do it too. They may even consider paying it from their own purses. Well, they better be doing it quietly. I don't think people around here take too kindly to that. This is asking someone about the missing sellsword.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
It's okay, the goblins only eat little boys. I'm not a little boy anymore.
I know Mum was only trying to scare me, but I'm not afraid of goblins. Not the little ones, anyway.
Kick him to the curb. That's this side. Oh, I just gotta go up.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
Gotta find a nice spot to hide it all, I guess. Nice spot with shade. What the heck?
I think we found our thieves.
But where's Joseph?
They don't look happy to see me.
Goblin Prince! This guy's a prince! I'm wondering if we can save the aerial blast. Like, turn around, Clive? Okay, Clive won't turn around even though I know there's people around. I just wanted to use this on multiple people. Oh! Yeah, that'll show him. Something is happening here. Okay, yeah, aerial blast is no good. The flashier, the more particle effects happen in the combat system, I feel like every time I see it, it's basically telling me to not care about the intricacies of the whole system.
Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know why that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead and all the missing food.
It's so cute, they're looking at each other.
I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them, and earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
A touching story between a man and a goblin. The kith.
I'd always thought of goblins as mindless savages. But if I'm honest, I like them better than half the men I've served with.
Simpler creatures driven by just basic primal urges, like being hungry and eating, wanting food to eat. That's it. I am done with Aerial Blast. As I was saying earlier, yeah, like whenever the battle, when you have cool cutscenes with the giant skills and stuff, the more of that kind of thing I see, the more particle effects I see, the more I feel like, well, they don't really want me to care about it, really. Because if I think about something like God of War or God of War Ragnarok, there are like particles and stuff, but it's not used as a way to increase the flashiness level. Which, yeah, like every attack is supposed to telegraph something. And when you have stuff like Aerial Blast, you can't even see what's going on anymore. And so it very easily devolves into spam at that point. Yeah, I think I'm happy. Yeah, I kind of missed the gouge too, even though it wasn't like a crazy damage dealer. It was fun. Go with that for now. Next guy. Onward Discovery.
Not again.
Hold up. Yeah, while I was walking around, there was a box like around here or so. And what do you know? There was actually a better sword than what I have right now. So I'm just gonna equip it. Ancient Sword. Marked lack of weapons left from the Age of the Fallen, which could either suggest theirs was a society in which peace prevailed, or one in which those in power were unable to be contested. Those few weapons that do remain are found to be extremely lightweight, and nigh indestructible, but unfortunately impossible to duplicate in modern day forges. Oh!
Right then. Who's first?
Okay. Let's go then. Come on. Somebody get me with the thing with the stuff. Rabble Rouser. Oh, I should have hit the lightning rod in that instance.
This one. Farewell.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward! History awaits!
This one I kind of like though. This one, learning a little bit about the lay of the land here. The Final Sin. What a foreboding name. Can I please equip the sword now? 99% of the chests will be nothing, and then you get this one chest that happens to hold a good thing. Of course. Every damn time.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time. It's over.
Woo! Woo! Oh no! I missed my timing. Wailing Echo. Oh, good thing I just cancelled its attack the last second.
Over here.
Wailing Echo. How much longer will you wail?
That's all.
Give me.
What?
Get him.
Beautiful. Goodbye. You really... Wow, this scholar guy is running into stuff everywhere he goes, even though when we came here earlier, we were completely safe.
Still in one piece?
It would seem so. Once more I am in your debt, and once more you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call Echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late.
I wonder why.
And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
You're gonna automatically bring me back, right? Good. Thank you.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
It's not like the stuff you were telling me wasn't interesting, but the way you made me, you kind of tricked me into doing it. That part wasn't great.
Truly, knowledge is a gift all the greater when shared. Thank you once again.
And then your sellsword, Order Lady.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. You found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
And with that, we are done another set of side quests, yet again. Will it be the last? Can we finally pass through the gate now?
No doubt Joseph had quite the adventure. I look forward to hearing all the details when he gets back.
We all good now? Yeah? I thought that we might have a way to go back and, you know, those two brothers that were at the cliff. We can't do anything about them. At least not right now. And I don't want to check. I don't want to know about it.
Come on!
Okay, I'll check. I'll check. Yeah, they really aren't there. That's it. We got scammed by them. But the cart that they were looking at only had cabbages and stuff. I wonder what was so good about that.
What I really want to be is a blacksmith.
You gonna do an apprenticeship or something then?
Here you are, Goetz. Try not to lose it again.
Me pass! You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo too.
So should you, Hansa. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss Elle's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it then.
And Goetz, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goetz, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
Oh dear.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
Even Goetz has a little thing on his hip. A little crystal cage. I don't think we use crystals, but out here we have to at least pretend, I guess. Jill and I don't even bother pretending.
I see.
And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their Mothercrystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
They were looking in the wrong place. Joshua thought it would be Sanbreque, but it's Waloed.
What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
One thing I forgot to talk about earlier when we first saw this scene. Why would Sylvester even trust Annabella that much? Putting their son on the throne is basically an act of trusting her. This woman who's killed her own previous husband, and she herself is from Rosalith, she only married you with a political kind of marriage. Why?
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
That's cue for something going wrong and that not happening.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you.
So if push comes to shove, they'll follow Dion.
And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
What about your dad? He fully authorized this, so I don't know how well that's gonna go.